is Caroline. I'm 24 years old, and this is my coming out story. I don't want this to be long and boring, so I apologize in advance if it is at all boring. I wanted to record my coming out story. I never really had anyone to talk to when I was coming out about them being gay, about what it means, what you do, how to meet other gay people. I didn't have like an idol or just someone to look up to with that. So I guess it's pretty important to have these stories out there because I think that would have helped a lot when I was younger. I think I knew that there was a definite attraction to women around 11 or 12, which is about the time that I entered puberty. I hate that word. But I'd say around 14 is when I really figured out what homosexual, what lesbian, what gay, what all those words mean. I still didn't really know what to do with them. My little sister knew I was gay in high school. I don't actually remember sitting down and telling her, but I just know that I told her, and that she's kind of always known, probably as long as I have. She's my best friend, and she never told my parents before I needed them to know, so that was really cool. My 10th grade year of school, I wrote a note to my best friend in a notebook, and I left that notebook in a classroom under a desk, and it was a small school, so one person had to find that, and they would see that Caroline Rogers thinks that she might be a lesbian. It's like school news. I felt like everybody in my high school knew about it. I don't know if they really did, but I felt like everyone knew. And my friends didn't want to be friends with it anymore. I had one friend that remained with me through that whole thing, and I mean, I had friends tell me they just didn't want to be associated with a person like that, which I guess I was why I was so scared of coming out. All my friends at school were my friends at church. It was all big one happy stinking family. But I still didn't have any kind of outlet, and I still didn't really know anyone until I was 16, and I switched high schools, and I feel like every person I met there was gay. Like, I still talk to people that I went to this high school with that are still gay, and when I say still gay, I mean because I think there was a lot of people that were gay in high school and aren't gay anymore. When I went to college, I had a really hard time with my sexuality and was coming out. I didn't want to be gay. I didn't want to go to hell. I didn't want to disappoint my family because it's just not something that would ever be acceptable to my parents. It still really isn't. So I just kept breaking up with my girlfriend over and over, and getting back together and breaking up with her, and getting back together with her and breaking up with her, thinking I could change it, and I never could. And so I just figured I just needed to be done with that, and I had to start putting myself in relationships with men. So I did date men. I had one really serious relationship, and when I left him, I came out to him. I just told him we couldn't be together because I'm a lesbian, and it felt really good to say that. It felt good to come out, to someone in a position in my life like he was. After I came out to him, it was so, like, my whole life changed, and I'd really changed a lot at that point in my life when I didn't know any gay people because never been living a gay lifestyle, and I met one gay person, and then after that I just met like every gay person I could ever dream of meeting. So that was probably the best part immediately about coming out, was I met gay people, and I was around gay people, and I was learning just how other gay people were, and having gay friends and doing gay things, and it was so cool. And then, and I guess it's kind of like that when you go anywhere. Like, you meet one gay person, like one portal, and you meet the entire gay world. It's insane. That was just time in my life when I came out to him. I just really embraced, myself, and embraced my sexuality, and just I was not upset about it anymore, and I could just be that person. But coming out to my mom and dad was still a major issue that I did not want to deal with, and for a while I didn't have any plans to deal with it. For a while I just felt like it's my life, it's none of their business, and for then it was. I didn't live, anywhere near my parents. I was 4 or 5 hours away from them. They didn't see my lifestyle, and they didn't need to know about it. My conversations with my parents on the phone were always cut short, especially when I had a girlfriend, or was dating someone, because I could never mention it. And just the question, what are you doing? I mean, hanging out with my friend, my best friend, my roommate. When I finally decided to come out to my parents, I don't know if other people really feel a need to come out to our parents, or if they just want to just get it out of the way, but I felt a need. Like, I felt like my life and my relationship with my parents was never going to go anywhere. I mean, I'd rather it go down than just stay the way it was. So I called my mom and told her that I'm gay and that I have a girlfriend. And um, Mom was not thrilled, to say the least. She made me call my dad. He was on his way home from work when I called him, and I just think he was a little choked up about it. But my sister told me later, she went by the house to check on my parents. My mom was just walking around crying, and she said my dad was just watching a movie, laughing, like nothing had happened. And she asked him if he was okay after talking to me, and he said that he just probably had been in denial for the past 6 or 7 years. My relationship with my parents didn't get better when I came out, not immediately. My mom still called pretty much the same amount, but the tone of our conversations had really changed. But now I moved back home. I live a lot closer to my parents than I did then, and I can see them every week. And my relationship with my parents is unlike it's ever been. I'm closer to my mom than I have ever been to my mom, but I wouldn't go as far as say that happened because I came out. I just think that it was a combination of them knowing what's going on, and she's not constantly worried and wondering, because my mom was always asking me, what's going on, are you gay? And I always denied it. The hardest part for me about coming out to my parents was that they had asked me so much, are you gay? And I had just point blank told them no, just lied flat out so many times. After I came out to my parents, it really doesn't matter to me who knows that I'm gay. It feels good to be out. It feels good to be able to have a just completely honest conversation with my mom and my dad, and with my grandparents, and with my friends. And most importantly, it wasn't when I came out to my parents, but it was when I came out to myself, and I really accepted and embraced and started to love that I'm a queer woman, that I found real happiness and just real peace within myself. And that's when my life began to really change and grow and develop. And there's nothing like coming out, and I'm glad I was able to do it.